my name is Katie Arpin, and I'm here trying to talk about my journey over the summer where I interned abroad in Singapore. So it all kind of started back at KU where I came from, and I started my journey at the Study Abroad Fair. I went around after finding out about it through, I think, like flyers around the school, and I kind of went along with a few of my friends and we just kind of walked around. And actually I found quite a few different opportunities. Originally I was looking to study abroad in Japan, but honestly I was pretty excited about any opportunity to go to an East Asian country. So I went to the CIEE table, which is the program I ended up doing, and I decided that this was probably a pretty good fit. After the Study Abroad Fair, I went to the Office of Study Abroad and I met with Renee Frias, Kate Gherkin, and a few other people in the office. I ended up meeting with Kate Gherkin the most though. She was super wonderful. She was always there to answer my questions. Obviously that's their job, but she really went above and beyond for me. And through her help, I was able to navigate the website. I was able to figure out the paperwork and really just kind of get through the process, which is very challenging, to say in the least. So I work in the Office of International Programs where they make a lot of the passports, and they were also super helpful there. It's located in Strong, just so you guys know. And it was really wonderful. They walked me through the process of getting my passport and how much it cost, and I think it was around $180, I think, without the processing fees that KU charges. Anyway, so then I was on my way. I packed all my things and I got ready to go. It was, I think it was early into the summer, about a month in, and I ended up getting ready to fly over 9,000 miles to my destination. So that was a very taxing journey. If anybody's been on a plane that's lasted for 16 hours, you'll know that that's not a good time, but it was totally worth it. The flight was amazing. We flew over Japan, which was super duper cool, and I got to see all the lights and stuff from below. And then we finally made it to Singapore, and I met up with a few other people that were doing the program with me. And after that, we drove down the streets of Singapore for the very first time, and it was absolutely beautiful. Throughout the program, I did a lot of different things. Basically, my main thing was that I worked for a graphic design firm, an advertising firm in Singapore, which is called Dizino. And it was really cool. I got to work very closely with 4 other designers. There was Stefan, my manager. There was Chinsei, which was one of the workers there. She was the oldest one. Who was in charge of making sure that I did everything right. And then one of my good friends, Livia, was there, and we actually bonded quite a lot over that, and we went out a lot with each other. In Singapore, there's a lot of stuff to do. It's a very tiny country. It's about 26 miles around completely, so it's smaller than a lot of states here in America, but it's its own country. So I stayed, they made all of the reservations for me. I stayed with 6 other girls, and a good chunk of the program stayed in that building. I think there was maybe a total of 30 of us, all in different apartments, and about groups of 6. And I lived with one roommate in our room. Her name was Corey, and it was absolutely wonderful. We got along super well. She was actually from the same college as me, and I really enjoyed having her there. She was great emotional support throughout the whole thing, and I don't think I would have been able to go through it as well as I did without her help. Anyway, so I lived in Euro Thompson. That's where I stayed, and it was a giant skyscraper. Super nice. It had a pool, workout facility, everything I could have wanted, and it was just a really great opportunity. We shared a kitchen, we shared 2 bathrooms, and as you can imagine, sharing 2 bathrooms with 6 girls was a little bit of a difficulty, but it was okay. While in Singapore, I actually did a lot of traveling. That's what a lot of me and my friends did, since we're so centrally located in Asia. We were able to go to a lot of different places. We were actually super close to Australia. I think it was only like a 4-hour flight from Singapore, which was pretty cool. Never went because they got big spiders, so I didn't want to do that. So I actually ended up traveling, and I went to Thailand and Indonesia, which were 2 of my absolute favorite trips. In Thailand, I went to Phi Phi Island and Phuket, which were two absolutely gorgeous places. It was a little bit rough because we did go in typhoon season, so we didn't do a lot of swimming in the oceans, but it was still absolutely beautiful, and the mangoes are delicious. And I have to say, while you're studying abroad, I think an important part is to travel while you're there. Since you're like in such a different location, it's really wonderful to go and see all these different places that you've never been and may not get another chance to see. And then on my journey back, after the 8 weeks, it was really beautiful. They had us had a really big dinner all together, and it was a really nice send-off. And honestly, my study abroad experience has changed me quite a lot. Through it, I put it on my resume, and I managed to get a different job when I came back, and I work at the Marketing and Communications office. I love my job now. It's absolutely wonderful, and it's great resume building. Every time I do a job interview, the first thing they ask me about is usually, why'd you go to Singapore? And I think it's a wonderful way to stand out compared to other people and applicants, to say that, hey, I went to a different country and I got to experience a whole different life, a way of living, and it's irreplaceable.